of
in order to, yes, just a quick one. In order to, avoid this back and forth, you say I said, why don't you help us with something of evidential value that you believe can serve as a lead for the security agencies to follow?
I should give that evidence to you.
Not me. I don't work with the interrogation. I mean, to the intelligence agents, the security and intelligence agencies.
All right. So can I
for them to follow up on?
Can I answer you?
Yes.
So if that is something that they are interested in,
yes,
and if they are not running away from further exposition, why did he block? Why did he block the letter? Why did he block my demand for that joint meeting? And I stated in the letter, you read it on your show, to afford them the opportunity for collaboration so that if there's any further information we need to divulge, which we can't do so on media in the spirit of circumspection, we exchange such details.
That's fine.
And then we raised 3 matters. But there's one that seems to be extremely of discomfort to them. And instead of allowing the professionals whose job it is to provide such responses, they are sweating all over the place with it. Is it the Fiameport or Kwatio Fosu, the one that is handling the manifest? Is it the one in charge of national security at the airport? Is he the one in charge of cocaine bust in this country? Is he a national security coordinator? And he wants us to believe that he is the authority. So that what he says is what Ghanaians should take hook, line, and sinker. And he is gagging the security agencies who even want the opportunity to just issue a statement. They just want to issue a statement. Authoritative statement from the security agencies. They will not allow them. Because when they do, some NDC politicians will be exposed. Please. So I have written a letter. You blocked it. And then you did some reply. You leaked it by your own social media handle. And you even lack the courtesy to even mean that I'm the recipient. You even give me a copy. And you say that, but once you put it out there, it is my duty to go and follow your handle to read what you have sent to me. That is NDC. The intolerance. The level of intolerance of the NDC government is one that I've never seen. All of a sudden, just 3 months in their government, they had people who said all kinds of things on this show, elsewhere, and nobody even called them. They even appeared on vetting committees, and they were told to only one apologized. The rest, so you can do whatever you want to do. And when other people came here, and raised issues here and there. Now you are here threatening a ranking member of Defense and Interior Committee because he's exposing the ills that, if not corrected quickly, will take this country on a very bad trajectory. You are threatening, we will arrest you, we will jail you. I am ready for all that. Will I be the first to be jailed? Will that be the first to be persecuted politically? Will that be the first they would harm? Will that be the first they will assassinate? Will that be the first they will exact all kinds of threats on? NDC, they have done some before. So if today the whole majority chief whip sits on your show and instead of speaking to the issue emotionally, threatening, it is just me, Ntim F here. If you take me out, there will be at least 87 MPs left in the minority. They will carry on. So whatever persecution, whatever they want to do, I am ready. Even this here in your studio, I am ready. So they should stop that. But that will not gag us, the mighty minority, from exposing their ills, from asking the right questions. You, for instance, these are simple questions. And the way they agitated, it must tell you something. Just come and simply answer. These flights coming, what did they come to carry? What did they take out? Simple answer. And you could have simply just said, yes, any of these relevant agencies issued a statement. Oh, indeed, they came, but they didn't carry anything untoward. Such a simple answer. Look at the way they are sweating.
So what do you find?
No, I'm coming. Hold on. Such a simple answer. See the discomfort.
Yeah, but what do you find wrong with what the government spokesperson has said?
No, I'm coming. He lied that I have been invited and I'm running away, which is a first falsehood. So if you start your responses on the premise of falsehood, who should believe the rest of the things you're saying? and you interrogate what he said. And if that is something that is tangible, the good people, the jury out there will judge for themselves. But he says, I'm drawing blanks. I'm drawing blanks on an important raid, one of the biggest raids of cocaine, half a billion raid on cocaine. I'm calling for updates on net, and you are saying I'm drawing blanks. I'm calling for the raid that National Security themselves carried videos. I didn't send that video. I didn't send cameramen. I didn't publish all that raid. They published it. When they put it in the media, what did they expect the media to do with it? They were carrying the media along in the spirit of transparency, so that the media will know, the Ghanaians will know, and the world will know that in Ghana, you can't hide anything here. We will fish you out, and we'll find you out. And I applauded them for it. And I said 2 months is enough for them to at least, even if not everybody, the same media you even went there with. Is it not respectful that you give them updates that this is where we are with investigations? So far, we haven't made any arrests yet. So far, we have arrested 2 people. So far, we have arranged so and so number in the court. This one, we are asking simple questions. What have you done with the gold? What have you done with the cash? How much it is? You want to gag us? You want us to keep quiet? Threatening us of arrest? Threatening all kinds of abominable things? No one is afraid of their threats. We will continue to ask the right questions. They ask worse questions. They asked, and they said they asked so in the interest of the state.
Are you saying, Honorable? Are you saying?
Please. So this intolerance goes to tell you that there's something they are hiding.
Are you saying?
Otherwise, why should they be jittery?
Are you saying that if a public officer says something that the person cannot back with evidence?
Which evidence have I failed to back?
That public officer cannot be charged for deceit of public office.
Which evidence have I failed to back?
No, I'm saying that if. I'm just asking.
No, which evidence have I failed to back? We have raised questions that these aircraft came in. You deny that they didn't come. You deny that they didn't come. Now when you saw that you had been exposed, quickly you said, oh yes, they came. And we asked, if they came, what did they carry?
But he just explained to you that this is not something you can deny because it's public knowledge. It's a fact.
So it is a fact. Why did they deny?
I asked you earlier, who did the denial?
Are you not a witness?
On this your show. Denial, and what did the person say?
What, you have forgotten what the NDC guy said on your show?
What exactly did the person say, Reverend? Just remind me, because, like you said, it's public knowledge. It's not something you can't hide. Anyway,
so
let me bring in Honorable.
Now the threat to cooperate. If they want me to cooperate, why have they blocked that invitation for me to cooperate with them? And then no diligence. We did our due diligence before we put out the facts.
Okay.
What due diligence do you require
of
a video national security? Why are they running away from that? Why are they not speaking to it? The gold and the cocaine that they themselves busted.
Okay.
What evidence again do they need me to provide?
All right.
So why are they not speaking about it? Now, on the matter of the media having access to the discussions for which they think it is inappropriate for the committee to handle, that is Odafe Amekpo's decision, not James Agaga's decision. Because there were matters that were already in public discussion, like the change in command of the Ghana Armed Forces and the changes in the various security agencies. There were matters we had raised in the public. But at my instance, we invited the ministers and the relevant agencies. They came and we had a very meaningful discussion on it. So his assertion that once something is in the media, nobody has the right to talk about it. So when the national security put out the cocaine bust in the media and put the gold bars in the media, the committee is stopped from exercising oversight over it because it is in the media. What kind of logic is that? Then again, why the extreme discomfort? Why? Why the extreme discomfort? He is talking about complainants, that I'm complainant. Am I the complainant in the cocaine busts? Am I the complainant in the gold busts? Am I the complainant in the money laundering case? So what kind of complainants what kind of information do they want again to investigate?
Okay.
What evidence again do they need from me? Right. Am I the complainant?
You've asked this
Was
question.
I the one who? Yeah. So I'm asking him.
Now the manifest, because we don't have all day.
So they should.
You've asked about the fifth time you're asking the question.
So that assessment, there's no shred of evidence.
Okay.
The evidence, they've already put it on TV.
All right.
And so they should rather find the legitimate and the credible agencies to lead this communication. The likes of Honorable Daffy Amekpo and Honorable Kwachu Fusu, politically, in discomfort, extreme discomfort, emotionally connected to issues, leading these things will not help let the credibility of whatever information they have come from the security agencies, because then Ghanaians will believe them.
All right.
Because all of us will believe our state institution, because they are all we have.
Okay, so I guess you've made your point. You've made your point.